I just am really on this mission, I guess, to change the way that we think of success and the metrics in the world. Like to me, it's just crazy that the current state of society is never really changing. It's not getting better when you look at life evaluation around the world, and I've traveled a lot and seen that it's pretty scary in a lot of places and sad. And I don't think it needs to be that way, but I think one of the reasons why it is because we don't have leaders that are making the well-being of their people a top priority. But I think the kinds of people that were in the room today are the ones that want to get that message out or want to be that kind of leader in their own organization, which is great. I think for well-being sake life in an organization, it really requires a top-down and bottom-up approach to an extent. But I think the more CEOs, the better, because the CEO just has really just sets the whole tone of the company. And I hate when this becomes about some kind of program rather than a way to think and lead, right? Like it's when you really get what well-being means and you say to yourself, like, as a leader, it's actually my responsibility as a CEO to be mindful of my people and take care of myself and my own life. It's a whole new way of thinking as a CEO of a company. It's not a program. And that's what we have to get out of. It's like it's just about gym memberships or a wellness program. It's not that. So if I could have, CEOs of some of the most powerful and largest companies in the world that have, thousands and thousands of employees and are impacting millions of customers, when those individuals start thinking differently, the ripple effect is huge. It really is. It's a wave. It's not a ripple. He's gotten more and more credibility. It's like amazing. For of course he's super credible no matter what. He's written like 85 books on these topics. But lately, I just think there's more leaders in both the public and private sector that are interested in these topics that he's been talking about for like 30 or 40 years. We have senators that are interested in this now. We have mayors. We have CEOs that are thinking about their legacy. And he's somebody, I think what's so great about him, like one of the things I've loved about working with him is that he's endlessly curious. Like there's always something that gets him excited. He always gets excited about a big mission or a movement. And so I think that he can't help it but to, want to continue to be up to big things and keep changing the world. So he's been awesome, and I really feel grateful to have him in my life and the way that he's had my back in so many ways. But he won't be around forever either. So we're gonna have to come up with a solution. Don't tell him I said that. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is I've had to get better at this. It's a mantra that I say when I'm doing my meditations, is to breathe, relax, and allow the universe to give you the answers. Because I'm definitely like a doer, and I can be very type A sometimes, and just wanting to work all the time. Because I do love my work, but there's such as Deepak always talks about, there's so much power in what we can't control. And sometimes I think it's more important to be a channel and be open to receiving that and being conscious of how aware we are, how present we are, so that we can actually receive a lot of those answers that we think requires a lot of work. So that's something that I've been working on, just trusting like that the universe has my back, so to speak. You know, I'm very grateful for my life. I really am. It makes me kind of makes me teary thinking about it. I just thinking about the fact that I had a challenging experience as a kid and going through cancer and everything, and knowing that life is precious, and then seeing the opportunities that I've been given now to to work with Deepak and to make a impact on people's lives. I just feel really lucky. And this is just such a privilege to have something like this. You know, this is, I really love my life, and I'm very grateful for opportunities like this.